Ticket to Ride hit the airwaves in April 1965 as a chart-topping lead single for the Help album. John Lennon wrote the bulk of the track, drawing inspiration from a railway ticket to the town of Ride, though he later joked that it referred to the clean bills of health carried by German prostitutes in Hamburg. John also said that this is one of the first heavy metal records ever made, and that Paul's contribution was the way Ringo played the drums. The Beatles walked into Abbey Road on February 15, 1965, and pushed beyond their clean pop sound into something heavier and darker. Ringo broke the standard rules of pop drumming by moving the snare off the backbeat and adding tom flams to the offbeats. Paul suggested this stammered pattern to give the song its driving, forceful chug. To thicken the sound, the band used a double-tracked vocal from John and layered on piercing guitar work. Paul played lead guitar on the fills and coda solo, an early example of him taking on lead duties, while George Harrison's 12-string Rickenbacker created the song's signature jangly sound. The song's authorship became a permanent sore spot between the two leaders. While Lennon claimed the song was three-quarters mine, Paul later insisted they spent 3 hours writing it together at John's house. Paul eventually claimed 40% of the credit, a figure John never acknowledged before his death. This friction extended to the studio floor, where Paul's insistence on playing the lead guitar parts himself sidelined George, signaling the end of their era as a simple collaborative four-piece. The general consensus among the Beatles fan community is that this is when they moved past their mop-top phase. Critics often cite the faded-out ending and the sudden tempo change in the outro as their move towards their psychedelic era. The track feels massive because of the droning A major chord and the wary modern edge to John's voice. It lacks the sugary optimism of their earlier hits, instead providing a dark blueprint for the harder rock that dominated the late 60s. It is a heavy record, and it replaced simple melodies with hypnotic, rhythmic complexity. Producer George Martin said, "John just had a different way of looking at things. Ticket to Ride was a very new sound at the time. It was much heavier than anything we'd done before." So let me know what you think of the song. Is it really the first heavy metal song? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like, subscribe, and share. Until then, I'll see you next time.